Welcome to the internet.
So, welcome back to another video of What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are 2 days away from Riverside here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. We've been working on my girlfriend's 944. Got the RSs built, got tires mounted on them. Just got new center caps in. Had to make some modifications to the front. Static too. You guys have seen the suspension work that we did. My friend Elliot and I pulled the whole rear end out, went down 2 splines on the rear. This car is looking great on 16s. With 205 45s. That's been the formula on this car, I think. Super low, but doesn't hit anything, and rides pretty well. Right now, we are headed to the Chattanooga airport to pick up my friend Remco, Trabant Man on Instagram, from the Netherlands. He's flying over for Riverside. Well, he's flying over to hang out for a week and a half. Just so happens he hit Riverside at the right time. So he's gonna be here for the weekend. Corey just got in yesterday. I meant to film that. He got here just before dark. Corey drove his bagged Mercedes 190 about 17 and a half hours down from New Hampshire. No problems there. The Mercedes went great. Everything performed as it should. So Corey's here in town. He's over at Mason's shop, who puts Riverside on. There's a little pre-meet going on. So we're gonna pick him up, see how he's feeling, and we might get some content at the Obsess pre-meet at the Riverside shop. So, all right, guys, we're here with Remco, fresh in from the Netherlands. We picked him up last night and just ended up getting food and didn't do anything too fun. So now, Corey's here, Kayla's here. We're loading up the trailer. We're getting ready to set up for Riverside. It's the day before the show. It's Friday right now. And yeah, we're kind of, the gang's all here type scenario. We're all gonna take the truck.
Oh, all right.
We're gonna go get some coffee and might cruise around today if it doesn't rain. There's rain in the forecast, but we're gonna set up the booth later today, and then the pre-meet is after that. So I'm gonna do my best to film the goings-on of the day and setting up the booth. So we've already been to the pavilion. We've set up the booth. Oh, first of all, we got a City Light gang going on here. It's not quite dark enough to show it on camera, but city lights are definitely the way. So we got the booth set up in the pavilion. Didn't film any of that because it's a whole new layout in a different configuration than Import Alliance. So wanted to get a new layout set up. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go get food. We're gonna ultimately make our way downtown to the pre-meet. We're gonna leave the 700 off at the pavilion at the booth tonight, and then we'll come back and get the Corvair. We'll bring you guys along to some downtown Chattanooga hangs tonight, as long as the weather plays ball. It's been on and off downpouring all day long, so we're kind of trying to skirt the weather. None of my cars have windshield wipers and good window seals, so you get wet when you drive these things. All right, we're gonna go to Shuford's Barbecue right here in Red Bank, or technically North Chat, and show these guys a good barbecue spot. All right, Kayla had a surprise for me. She knows how much I like Waffle House. I don't even know what this is. Oh, the colors, we're getting good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's photos of Waffle Houses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a coffee table book of Waffle Houses. Wow, that's really cool.
That's super cool. There's probably a photo of one of your trucks in front of them.
Probably, I've been there so much. That's awesome, thank you. Have you looked through it yet? Or like online? It's like photos from Waffle Houses. That's really cool. How was that barbecue?
It was good.
We took him to Shuford's. Literally a little rough sawn shack beside the road. It's some of the best barbecue here in Chattanooga. Paul, Barney, who puts on Eurotripper and Alpine Volks Fair, and our good friend Tony were here. Christian Smith and one of his Mark IV buddies are here.
Welcome to the internet.
Is this weird? Is this weird that you're using my camera for my YouTube channel?
So, welcome back to another video of I'm not John. Also, if you cut this in the video, I'll be very upset. That's all it has to say. Did you talk about your setup already? Because this is awesome. This looks really good. I don't know if John will brag about it, but I'll brag for him on his video because this looks awesome.
All right, guys, Riverside 8 here in Chattanooga is over. I did not film hardly anything at the show because it was all hands on deck. It was the largest show yet in the 8th year of Riverside. My friend Mason does an incredible job with this show, and all of his friends and family and staff members and volunteers. All right, how was Riverside 8?
Oh, it was amazing, as always.
The weather.
The weather was perfect, so perfect.
Can't believe it. It's always terrible weather in one way or another. It seems like in a general way.
Today's kind of poopy, but.
So this morning, I decided to have like an invite coffee and bagels meet here at the shop. And so we're just about to get that started. My friend Tyler, who is a coffee roaster here in Chattanooga, is roasting some coffee, or brewing some coffee. We're gonna get bagels from Honeyseed. Kayla's out there getting those now, about 3 dozen or so. I think we're gonna have like 20 to 30 people here, and just kind of end the weekend with a bunch of friends who are in town for the show that we don't get a chance to see that often. So we're kind of getting ready for that. We're organizing the shop and getting stuff laid out. How was your first Riverside?
I enjoyed it.
It was good, right?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. So many vendors
Yeah.
and such a big show. I went to the parking lot and that was packed as well with show cars. The most coolest thing I've seen was the variety of cars and
That's my favorite
people.
part.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's just not one brand or one style. No, everything together. Everybody's together.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I enjoyed.
Mini trucks, hot rods, Japanese
Yeah.
cars, Euro cars, scooters, race cars, everything.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I haven't done this at the shop before. Since I've been here, it's just been a few select friends at different times. This is the first time I've had any sort of get together with more than a handful of people here at the shop. So it's quite exciting to kind of share my space with everybody. So that'll be pretty cool.
MySpace.com/John Leverett.
Actually, it was myspace.com/xNHJohnX. Because 2005. All right, so this is Sunday night. I'm filming in increments here. Rafe is in from Montana, and we got a couple ideas for some cool Ludwig's Garage, like prints, and we're shooting the Corvair just on the street from my house, actually, and he just shot Corey's 190 in this same area, and Kayla's out with her 944 as well, so we might try to find a spot that's got some cool light or something as it's getting dark. Also, that Chevy race trailer is pretty amazing. Looks like it would have been a 2 or even 4 car race trailer. Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is the last day. Corey's here. This is Monday after Riverside weekend. This episode has jumped around a whole bunch. Just spent the weekend with friends and didn't really think to film all of it. I kind of wish I did, but also glad I didn't. Just kind of hung out and didn't worry about picking the camera up. A lot of other people were doing that throughout the weekend, taking photos and filming and whatnot. But we came out to a local spot on the river, kind of near where I live, kind of hang out before we take Corey to the airport. He's gonna leave his Mercedes 190 here because in the next 4 weeks, we have Alpine Volks Fair in Helen, Georgia, which he wants to come down for as well. Yep. That's 2.5 hours from here, kind of like southeast from here, so a little bit farther south than Chattanooga. And so rather than drive 17.5 hours down in a Mercedes 190, in 17.5 hours back home, and then do it all back and forth again in 4 weeks. Yep. He's gonna fly home, he's gonna leave the Mercedes at my place, and fly back down for Helen, and then drive back once more. So yes. One round trip, it's gonna work out best that way.
Absolutely.
How was the weekend?
It was great. Good weather, good people.
How was your weekend, Remco?
A dream come true.
That's awesome.
A lot of dreams.
That's awesome.
I'm really enjoying this.
You get to see a lot of old friends too.
Old friend and made lots of new friends. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And meeting the people you're talking to for years on the internet, meeting them real life, having fun, chilling out.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Well, it's a great ending to a great weekend. Weather has been beautiful all weekend, and thank you guys so much for coming out to the shop. All of my friends who came Sunday morning to our Cars and Coffee event, and we shall see you guys in the next episode, which is I have no idea what. But Remco and I are probably going to start turning some wrenches or melting some steel on the Porsche on the 924S this week. So more than likely the next episode will be something on that car because we've got 4 weeks to figure something out on it. Also want to give a huge shout out to Michael and Chris, who are both on the Patreon. They came down here to Riverside Had a great time hanging out with them this past weekend, and Chris was able to come to our Sunday morning get together. So thank you guys again so much for your support. If you want to help support the channel and the builds in the shop, the Patreon link is in the video's description below, as well as the Bag Riders discount code Ludwix. If you use that at checkout, it gives you a discount on anything at bagriders.com. Thank you guys again so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode.